Welcome to Sharpman Academy. This is a platform for you to grow and advance your research writing skills. I recommend you subscribe to Sharpman Academy on YouTube. You share with your friends and colleagues so that they can also join and then follow the lessons as we all grow and advance ourselves in the research writing journey. So I've been taking you through the method section of research writing, and then we've been going through the various research designs that you can adopt to your project work. So I tackled the clinical trial, so I gave the introduction. So today I'm going to teach you the phases in clinical trial, and I'm starting with the phase O of clinical trial. So in clinical trial we have several phases: the phase O, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and then the phase 4. So with the phase O, it is done in humans also, but here the process is different from the other phases, because in the phase O, it is done at emergency purposes. So if there is a need to conduct a phase O study, it means that there is an urgent that there's in phase O. When there is a need to conduct a phase O study, it means that there is a particular emergency that we want to tackle. There is serious urgency to that case. So let's say during the COVID time, and then the disease was spreading with no information, with no more information about it, and then how to prevent the spread. It was the phase O study that was used to develop the vaccines. So in the phase O, it's done with the purpose to help and then speed up the drug approval process. So we do phase O study to speed up the drug approval process, and then also streamline the long term of the study, because if you want to go through all the process, it might take time, sometimes 2 to 3 years to develop a vaccine. But when there is an urgent situation that needs speed up, and then also we need to come up with vaccines and then treatment as soon as possible, we use the phase O. And then it is not widely done because of how. So in the phase O study, it helps researchers to find out if the drug do what they are expected to do. So the researchers will find out, okay, we want the drug to prevent COVID-19. Is it able to do? So this is what researchers will try to find out, that is the drug or the treatment able to do what it is expected to do in the phase O. And then also it helps to save time and money. It helps to save time and money because there is an emergency situation that we want to solve at the moment, because there is no existing drug like the COVID-19. When we were in the COVID-19 era, there was no drug that or vaccine that can be used to prevent the spread of COVID-19. So there was a need to fast track process and then make the drugs and the vaccines available to everybody. And then with this one, you cannot go through all the process. That would delay, that might take a long period of time. By then, getting the vaccine, you would have lost a lot of people. So there was a need to go through the phase O, because there is no drug, there is no existing treatment. So this is one of the reasons we use phase O treatment or phase O study. We use phase O study to fast track and then to provide solution to urgent situations. And then also in the phase O, it used few doses and then few people. So here we don't, because now that you are studying the situation or the case, so you don't have much knowledge about it, so use few doses. So if it is drug, use just few doses, maybe 0.5 ml, just few doses to test, and then also use few people so that you can minimize the risk. And then they might test whether the drug reach the tumor or the drug acts in human body, and then how the cancer cells in the body also respond to. So is the drug able to do what is expected to do? And then how does the people also react to it? So if you've given the drug or the vaccine to the person, is the vaccine able to tackle the issue? Is it able to prevent the spread, the growth of the tumor? Is it able to suppress the infectivity of the virus or the bacteria? So these are the things that at phase O we look up to, and then how the body also respond and then react to the vaccine or the drug. And then also people in these studies might need extra tests such as biopsy, scan, and then blood sample as part of the process. So before you enter into this study or you are being recruited to be part of the study, you need to take biopsy depending on the type of study that you are conducting. So if it is cancer study, then you need to take biopsy, then test at the beginning of the study. This is what we saw, and then at the end of the study too, you take a biopsy, then you test to see, oh okay, this is how far the drug can work. So you need to take biopsy and then also scan to test to see what you started with, and then at the end you see what you are ending with. Then also to blood samples. So if it is a leukemia that you are coming up with a new drug or vaccine to prevent, so at the beginning of the study you take samples, then you test to see the level, and then at the end also you take to see how far the drug has been able to provide treatment to the people. And then unlike other phases of clinical trial, there is almost no chance of the people in phase O to benefit. So most of the time, phase O people, they don't benefit. Sometimes the people that are used in phase O are those that they are at terminal stage. So they are just going in. If it works for them, fine. If the treatment doesn't work for them, fine. So mostly they don't enjoy any benefits in phase O study. They don't enjoy any benefits. They have less chance of getting benefit from the study. And then the benefits for the study will be for future. So at the end of the study, if the drug or the vaccine or the treatment looks promising, it is the people in future, those that they don't even know anything about it, they will enjoy it. So most of the time in phase O, it is the people who were not part of the study who mostly enjoy the the treatment or enjoy the benefit of the study. So that is phase O. And then because the doses are in few quantities, it have very less risk, minimum risk on the people, because the doses are given in fewer quantities. So it's barely minimum risk on the people. And then in phase O study, they are not widely used, like I said, unless the situation is very emergency, that there is no existing treatment for it, then you can go in for the phase O design, else it is not widely used. And then in phase O, it's used very small, and then fewer people, less than 15 people in phase O, just few people, then it use them for the study, unlike the other studies that can use a lot of participants in the study. And then it takes very short period of time, because we doesn't have time to spend. So you just take within, let's say, depending on the study you are within 6 months, you need to come up with something. Unlike other studies that you need to go through process step by step, unlike phase O, just few time you need to come up with something. And then they are not required part of testing for a new drug. So you cannot use this one to test this phase O to test for a new drug, like I said, unless it is very emergency, like situation like COVID. So in phase O study, it is done on emergency purposes, and it use very few people to conduct the phase O study. Spend So we just use very few people, and then we fast track it so that we can come up with better intervention. So at the time that we bring that new drug or vaccine, then time will be taken to develop a standard one. So that is how phase O study works. So I'll be taking you through the other phases. So I will end here today. I have studies on phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and then the phase 4. So you can go through the lessons. You'll find all the phases there. So thank you for being with Sharpman Academy on YouTube. You share and then you recommend Sharpman Academy for friends and family, for everybody to join this movement as we all grow and then advance ourselves in our research writing journey. Sharpman Academy, see you there.